Hello everyone, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. We have an article regarding T-Mobile. It is coming from Fierce Network. I will link it down below for you in the description if you would like to check it out on your own. What we're talking about here is a very subjective, I feel, topic. Simply because we can look at this in a few different ways. As an existing T-Mobile customer, if you're happy with a plan that you're on, the service works for you, and you feel pricing overall has been generous, you might be okay with what's been going on with T-Mobile. And what has been going on with T-Mobile is price hikes. T-Mobile has been raising prices all across the board on their plans, newest plans, and more recently, existing OG plans, some of the Magenta plans, the One plans, the Essential plans, whatever plans that you are on, T-Mobile has said that they're going to be increasing those prices on each line anywhere from $2 to $5. Now, the reason I say this is a subjective, opinionated type of topic, because, as mentioned, some of you might be okay with paying a little bit more money for an OG plan that you feel offers great value to you. If you've been on that plan for a long time, we know that T-Mobile was hot back in the day, offering all kinds of perks to incentivize customers to sign up and or keep customers satisfied. We're starting to see a different side of T-Mobile where they're not as quick to give away perks generously as they were doing. It's more of like now they're trying to get you to pay more for their service and respect their service kind of situation. That's how I'm reading it. I think T-Mobile wants to be taken a little bit more serious, and they're just trying to do what AT&T and Verizon have been doing all along, relying on the reputation of the service, not skimming their basically their profit margins so little to be an attractive value to customers, giving away more than what they can afford to give away, if you will, is what I'm trying to say. So if you've been on an existing plan, let's call it the One plan, and maybe you have a bunch of lines, a lot of family members, maybe even threw some friends in there, who knows, and you're getting offered some good streaming packages. Maybe you had Netflix, maybe you had, some other, perks going on, good hotspot deals, whatever it is. Maybe you're completely satisfied with the plan, you don't want to lose it, and you feel paying anywhere from $2 to $5 more per line still comes out to a cheaper, better value for you than if you were to upgrade to one of T-Mobile's new plans, or better yet, leave T-Mobile altogether. So you'll be willing to stay with T-Mobile. You're happy with the plans. You're happy with T-Mobile service. You feel like it's good. It's a good value for you, so you're willing to pay. I've had some customers, consumers, viewers comment down below in the description, in the comment section, that they're willing to pay a little bit more. That they feel it's all good. That T-Mobile hasn't raised prices in nearly 10 years on those plans. And, they like the plan so much they're willing to pay a little bit more. So that is what T-Mobile is hoping. T-Mobile is hoping that most customers will understand what they're trying to accomplish here. They're trying to continue to offer the service to you, the OG plans, without having to, not have to raise them so much, not raise the prices so much, but raise it enough to where they can feel like they're getting some kind of profit off of those old plans. Because normally, I guess what they really want to do is just axe them. They want to get rid of the plans. And that's what we're talking about here. They would normally want to just get rid of them. So rather than get rid of them, they're giving consumers a chance to stay on those plans, but you have to just pay a little bit more money. Again, it still can be much more of a value to consumers on those plans than it would be upgrading to a newer one. So that's one topic here, and this is one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is you can feel rejected by T-Mobile. You can feel betrayed by T-Mobile for raising prices. Some customers don't feel like T-Mobile should be raising prices regardless of whatever the purpose is. You feel, and I'm talking about the type of customer that feels this way, feels that you stepped into the plan, you signed up at a price that you had originally thought would be a permanent plan. And this is basically what T-Mobile wanted you to think. I think when T-Mobile offered a lot of these plans, they were under what they call was the uncontract, is what we're reading here. And as where now it's like price lock. That's T-Mobile's new way of doing it, the price lock guarantee. But before it was the uncontract, when T-Mobile started the whole Un-carrier thing, it was basically like you pay what you want to pay, and only you have the power to change the price that you pay. That was basically the whole idea coming from T-Mobile. But now we're starting to see the price increases on these OG plans, and it's kind of feeling like you're somewhat in a contract and you don't have really an option to pay what you want to pay, but you can still kind of pay a fair price is more of what it would be like on those OG plans. Like it'll be a fair price. It won't be a complete spike in what you'll be paying. For most, there are some that I've seen, think about it like this: $5 more a line on, I think I seen on a Magenta plan, some consumers are reporting that they're getting $5 more online. They're being charged $5 more a line. If you have, 8 people on that plan, that's $40 more a month. Now, some families will feel that, especially imagine if like you're the only one working and you have like 4 kids and it's you and your wife. So that's 6 people. And then maybe you have 2 other people that are a part of your family that, you're kind of helping out. So that's a lot of people, right? That's a pretty strong scenario, but it is possible and it's actually very common. We see a lot of people get on those T-Mobile lines, take advantage of these deals because, like I said, T-Mobile was throwing out deals left and right just a couple years ago. And when I say a couple years ago, not even like 2 years ago, T-Mobile was doing this type of thing. They've slowed down with it. It's too costly for them. So, some customers are going to feel a little tight with that. They're going to feel like, well, you said that I can choose what I want to pay on these plans. Why are you raising them? Me personally, like I've said, I don't have a problem with T-Mobile adjusting prices on new plans. I do wish they were a little bit more cautious with doing it on the OG plans, but I guess it's better than axing them, getting rid of the plans entirely. I just think, coming from a consumer point of view, that companies in general should start with the new customers and just keep their word on whatever they had promised originally when a customer signed up. Taking into consideration that there are some customers that are in on a very strict budget and may not be able to meet the adjustment or meet that requirement of paying more to keep the plans. And it can be very disruptive if there's a lot of people on the plan. It'd be very inconvenient to switch everybody off. So that's how I feel about it, but I am in no way against T-Mobile for trying to make a profit. That's what they're in the business for. It's not a charity. They are looking to make money so that supposedly they can reinvest it into the network, make it better, and overall spread the love and offer better services and plans, right? That is the idea behind it. Now, we all know everyone's got to get their hands, wet, everyone's got to get their profit. The CEO's got to get paid. It's all corporate. We know this, but this is a business, right? This is just how it works. And that's what we're talking about here. There's a few people that have voiced their opinion There's one guy, I think his name is Eric Milkelson. He's a social and digital media strategist. He says that him and his wife signed up for the One Plan Unlimited 55 years ago. He said that he found out from his wife that T-Mobile was going to be doing a rate increase on the plan. He said his first question was, weren't we promised that there wouldn't be a rate increase? He says, isn't that what made this so enticing to us? So this is what I'm talking about. You're going to get some customers that feel like that whole promise here from them was not valid. It was a lie. Furthermore, the price lock guarantee is an even bigger slap in the face than the on contract, because the price lock guarantee is basically telling you you're locked in. There's no way around it. You are locked into this price. But is that true? Are you really locked into the price? We're not seeing that, folks. We're seeing T-Mobile changing their minds whenever they feel it's convenient for them so that they can turn a profit. And again, we're not hating on T-Mobile for trying to turn a profit, but then you shouldn't be able to use that terminology. That is not really what you're offering. You're not offering a price lock guarantee. Now, if you dig somewhere deep into the terms and conditions, they've found some kind of way to dance around this. You know, they've always, in the really tiny, small fine print that you need a magnifying glass to understand, to see, and then you need some kind of translator to, that understands, mischief and, lies, basically. I don't know how else to say this, gibberish, will, have to translate what's really lying beneath all that small, tiny fine print. And basically what it means, folks, is that, yes, we're telling you it's a price lock guarantee, but it's really not. And that's what we're starting to see here. That's what T-Mobile has expressed. So I get why some customers are upset about it. But at the end of the day, each consumer has the right for to an opinion, one, and the opportunity and right to choose which plan, which carrier works for them. As I always say, there's not really a wrong answer, because it's, if it's not right for you, then you're not wrong for not wanting to use it. So that's the thing here. It's a very opinionated topic right now, because there's, I guess, a lot of customers that are not really sure what to feel. My only thing with T-Mobile, my biggest thing with T-Mobile, is there's a lot changing a little too fast. I think they need to hold it down, slow it up just a little bit, slow it down just a little bit. It's moving too quick. They're doing a lot of changes to the plans very quickly. They're really just trying to flip the switch. It's kind of like I said before, they just woke up one day and when they're like, we want to be taken serious, and they slamming their hand on the table, and they're basically commanding the audience to respect and listen to that. And it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. How many customers will pay more? How many customers will stay loyal to T-Mobile? And how will this work for them? Like, how will it work out for them when Q3 and Q4 earnings get reported, right? Like when all that is said and done at the end of this year, and all the tallies are up, all the profits are in or out, how will T-Mobile come out? Will they come out on top? Will they be about the same? Or will they be in red? So this is going to be an interesting test to see. And then I guess T-Mobile will have to sit back and, if it's not in their favor, reevaluate. So interesting stuff to me. Feel free to comment down below your thoughts on this here. Are you on one of the legacy plans? Will you stay on that legacy plan, paying more? If T-Mobile's contacted you, how much more did they ask you to pay? And if you don't mind sharing, like, how many lines do you have, and why? What do you like about that plan so much? I know some of you have been cool enough to talk about that. No personal info, just talking about what kind of products you have and stuff. No need to get too, deep with it. But I'm just curious. That's why I'm asking, because, I know there's going to be multiple sides to how people feel about this. It's like some people are going to be like, no, I'm out. I feel disrespected by T-Mobile that they're raising prices, or I just don't trust them. That's the feeling a lot of people have. Like, people just don't trust them anymore. It's kind of like they're just, like I said, they're just kind of flipping the switch and they're doing it really fast. And for some customers, it might feel overwhelming. Nobody likes change, right? And certainly nobody likes when it's happening rapidly. So that's what I'm saying. They kind of need to cool it a little bit, adjust when necessary. Certainly don't want to upset your loyal customers that have been paying, to try to turn a profit and to try to get people on these new plans. I mean, if they're not coming to the new plans on their own, then that means they don't want it. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.